Fish, or ika, can make fantastic companions, and as their guardians, we need to know how to care for them and keep them healthy. What, when, where, and how your fish eat really depends on their species. There are thousands of different species of fish, all with different dietary needs. If you adopt a fish, make sure you do your research and talk to your vet so you know all about what it needs. Some fish need fish flakes or pellets as part of their diet, and many species of fish also require a mix of other foods for a balanced, nutritious meal.
What type of fish are these?
Well, we have 3 different types of fish in here. We have Rico, the baby fish. We have neon tetras, and right down the bottom we have some pygmy corydoras. But they all look pretty hungry. Do you guys want to help me feed them?
Yes!
Well, they like lots of different types of food. We have some flake food, we have some sinking pellets, and we have some frozen treaties. What do you guys want to start with? The sinking wafers. Those are for our corydoras.
Different species of fish have different styles of eating. Top feeders eat food that is floating on the surface of the water. Middle feeders like to eat food from the middle of their tank. Bottom feeders hang out and eat at the bottom. And then there are the grazers, who are the least fussy. They will eat anywhere in their tank.
Alright team, that's enough. If we give them too much food, the fish won't eat it, and it will affect the water quality and make them sick. So different fish need different things. These guys down the bottom here, they only eat once a day. But these guys here, they're really greedy and they've got lots of friends. They all try and get the food at the same time, so they need to be fed more often. The golden rule is a little bit often, so feeding 2 to 3 times a day, but just a little bit.
As well as eating their food, your fish will often nibble on anything in their tank. So always make sure that you feed them the correct food for their species, and that any plants or other items that you put in their tank are safe and designed specifically for your type of fish. Being the guardian of a fish is a big responsibility. If you go away, make sure someone is able to care for your fish. Even if you have an automatic feeder, you still need someone to check them every day. Feeding your fish the right food for them is a great way to keep them healthy and show them your love. Where your fish or ika lives affects how they feel, think and behave. Providing your fish with an appropriate environment is one way you can make sure they stay healthy and happy. When it comes to choosing the best aquarium for your fish, the bigger, the better. When fish have lots of space, they are less likely to become stressed.
If you have a small tank, your fish might go too big.
Absolutely. It's a myth that fish will only grow to the size of the aquarium that they're kept in. Fish are like us and they're just going to get as big as they're going to be. So when you get fish, you want to make sure that you get the right sized aquarium for the fish you want to keep.
The size of your aquarium will depend on your species of fish and how many fish you'd like to have. Good water quality is essential for the health and survival of your fish. To make sure your water is healthy, you will need a testing kit and an adult to help. All species have different needs, so make sure you do your research and ask your vet or fish specialist. Enough light and the correct temperature is also vital for the health of your fish.
So, do you girls want to help me clean the tank?
Yes.
Just like your own home, your fish's home also needs regular cleaning. Your fish swim around, exercise, eat and go to the toilet in this water, so it's good to give it a partial clean once a week. Just like with feeding, it's best to clean little and often. This helps keep beneficial bacteria in the tank and filter. It's also important to have a good filter, which helps keep the water clean as well. When you're adding fresh tap water back into the tank, it's vital that you remove the chlorine from the water by adding a dechlorinating agent.
What are the bubbles for?
Well, just like you and I, who need oxygen to breathe, fish need oxygen too. So by putting the bubbles in, we're putting oxygen through the water for them. Having safe plants helps too.
Creating a nice environment for your fish will help to keep them happy and healthy. Most fish like to have substrate at the bottom of their aquarium. Creating a slope with this fish-friendly gravel mimics your fish's natural environment and makes it interesting for them. In nature, fish have lots of things like plants, rocks, coral and wood for resting, hiding and exploring. In your aquarium we call this fish furniture. By choosing the right furniture for your fish, you can make a comfortable and enriched environment that your fish will enjoy. Finally, once you have everything your fish need for their aquarium, make sure you select a good spot in your house for them to live. Make sure your aquarium is away from direct sunlight, cold drafts and loud noise. Aquariums can be very heavy, so you want to pick the best spot before you fill it with water and create a wonderful fish-friendly home. Ika, or fish, are intelligent and curious animals, each with their own personality. Some are chilled out, relaxed and less active than other fish, but healthy fish are always responsive and inquisitive. If your fish is behaving differently than normal, they may be sick or stressed.
Do fish need to go to the vet if they're sick?
They sure do. Fish are like us, they've got feelings and emotions and they need to be taken care of when they don't feel well. Not all vets can treat fish, so it's important to check with your vet to make sure that they can.
A huge part of keeping your fish healthy is a clean environment and a healthy diet. Make sure you test their water and clean the tank regularly. It's also key to make sure that you learn everything there is to know about your fish as individuals and as a species. Knowing what your fish's needs are and how they usually behave will help you to provide them with the best possible life.
Okay, I have a little checklist here to make sure they're healthy. Do you guys want to help me?
Yes.
Yeah? Alright, so are all of the fish swimming actively?
Yes.
Perfect. Do they all have a healthy appetite? Excellent. Do they have clear, colourful scales that are showing no signs of injury?
Yes.
Yes? Do they have intact fins that are held upright and away from the body?
Yep, they do.
Perfect. Do they have bright, clear eyes?
Yep.
Excellent. Do they have regular gill movement?
They do.
And do they have clean bottoms?
Yes.
Perfect. It looks like they're all healthy.
Fish have a harder time than other animals communicating when they're feeling ill, so it's up to you as their guardian to do your research, keep an eye on them, perform regular health checks, and to call your fish vet if they look unwell. All fish should be able to express their natural behaviours. In general, this involves active swimming, healthy eating, foraging and digging about in the gravel, and occasional hiding. There are so many different kinds of fish. It's important to know what is considered normal behaviour for your animal.
See this little guy up here? His name is Rico. He is a betta fish. They're also called Siamese fighting fish. He's called that because he bullies other fish of the same species. Don't worry, he's very good friends with everyone in this tank. He's very curious and he likes to come and see what you're doing when you've got your hand in the tank for cleaning.
Fish have different personalities, so get to know your individual fish, how they act, what they like and what they dislike. Keep an eye out for which areas of the tank your fish hang around in. If they're happy and healthy, they will probably swim around mid-water level and explore all the areas of the tank.
What do fish do if they're bored or sad?
Well, every fish is different, but if you see a fish gasping at the surface, looking really tired or holding its fins close to its body, then that's not good.
What if they're fighting?
Yeah, fish can fight. It's hard to predict, but it often happens when there isn't enough space or food or hiding places. If you do notice fish fighting, it's best to talk to your vet or a fish specialist.
Many species of fish prefer to live with other fish friends. They may need the company of their own kind to feel safe, or they may live happily with other species. A single fish is often a very sad and lonely fish, so make sure you provide the right tank mates for your fish.
One important thing to remember is that fish do not have short memories. That rumor is not true. They're very intelligent, they can recognize sounds, people, and other fish, and they react to training.
Ika, or fish, have feelings and emotions just like any other animal, and they can experience stress. As a fish guardian, it's important to provide your fish with positive experiences. Knowing the things that can cause fish to worry or get stressed out and limiting them before they become a problem can help your fish to stay healthy and happy.
What sort of things do you sell fish?
Fish can get stressed if their aquarium is too small or there's too many fish in the aquarium with them. They don't like loud noises, temperature changes, or unhealthy water, or if there's not enough interesting plants or fish furniture.
I think these fish look pretty relaxed.
Yeah, these guys are happy.
Before deciding if fish are the right companion animal for you, you need to consider if you are the right fit for each other. Fish have unique needs, with each species and breed being different. You must make sure that you have the time and money to meet these needs. Fish are the kind of companion animals that enjoy being looked at, but not being touched or disturbed. Remember to never tap or bang on the glass of your fish's aquarium to get their attention. Fish have excellent hearing, and all this does is scare them. Vibrations travel through the water and the sound is magnified, causing a great deal of stress. Also, try to ensure that if you like listening to loud music, you do this in a different room to your fish, as the deep bass vibration can stress your fish out. Considering the needs of your fish and caring for their well-being is a great way to show them your love.